and now teaming up for special programs to help youth from what do we call it? It's called Train Up a Champion Leadership Program, Ray Weathers and Angela Weathers. Welcome.
Thank you
to
for having us. How you doing?
Yeah, and Ray was just here a couple weeks ago. You guys are teaming up with Paragon.
Yes. Correct.
But I think a lot of our viewers know Ray from his years at Jackson High and then Michigan State and then a pro career.
Absolutely.
You ended up meeting because of basketball.
Absolutely.
Right?
Right.
So you played basketball too, Angela?
I did. I played through college and professionally as well.
You can't tell, they're both sitting down, but I think Angela has this much height on Ray.
Right.
So tell us how you ended up meeting.
Well, I'll give you the honors. It's always an interesting story.
Well, I was doing the documentary Weathering the Storm, and during that time we wanted to have like a dating opportunity to be a special guest at the premiere. So me and my family thought that would be kind of creative to post it on social media, and obviously that didn't work out too well. So she inquired about the documentary Weathering the Storm, and the next thing you know, the conversation went on. I thought she was absolutely gorgeous, and I didn't realize she played professional sports. So that kind of opened up dialogue, and I responded back to that, and I'll let you add to that.
Yeah, so at the time, always self-employed and after my professional basketball career. And like Ray said, I saw the weathering of the storm, and I was definitely looking for clients to consult that were former athletes, which would have that alignment. And
Right.
We hit it off pretty quickly, and from there it ended up being more personal, as you can see, and it worked out well.
Do you ever play one-on-one against each other?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She fouls a lot and hard.
It's just because he's never met his match, and
Yeah.
I'm clearly the better shooter.
Who did you play with college ball for?
Well, I was at ESPN 100, and I signed with Ole Miss out of high school, and then transferred to Northwestern State University.
Awesome. And where did you play pro?
Played in Yugoslavia, and then I played for 2 years in what was the NWBL, and won a World Cup championship there.
And you had a few teams in your pro career, didn't you?
Yes, I had quite a few journeys playing the game of basketball. The mileage is far, but obviously I had my cup of coffee with the Phoenix Suns, the Pistons. Obviously, I've been blessed to play overseas for 14 years, China, Japan, you name it, I've been there. So, but just a great experience to play, and I obviously have somebody where I can go out in the backyard and shoot some hoops with my wife. So that's been pretty cool too.
And
so,
argue about the game and talk about basketball.
Who's the best shooter and all that. She was player of the year in her conference and all that. So she had a tremendous college career, but obviously, professional career, I did pretty well.
Well, it still sounds like you're competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
So tell us about what Train Up a Champion is all about.
Well, sure. Originally, like I said, my career was more short-lived, obviously, than Ray and my colleagues as well. And so I went into my first nonprofit and wrote Train Up a Champion as a program. And it ended up morphing and growing very large in McKinney, Texas. And that is where I met Ray.
Correct.
And so from there, evolved through professional player representation, modeling in television, to the Ray Weathers Enterprises, and got into the educational system formally in Arizona. And so through a chain of charter schools there, and that is where we carried on the mission to educate. A lot of people think it's athletes, but it's not just athletes. That is the tone of it, but to educate the masses in how to bridge the gap in the community. And so that is through several spheres of influence, whether it be government, education, politics, media, and entertainment.
And it's called a leadership program. So you're working with youth primarily, right? And with leadership, who's your target? You said it's not just athletes, but are there certain?
So our target market clearly is charter schools, and then community organizations. There are some absolutely amazing initiatives that we have seen here in Jackson. It's just an amazing city from what I have perceived so far, as well as the professional leadership part is the training and development of teachers, leaders, and individuals in the community that want a further enhanced leadership training and certification. And a lot of those people people comprised of people that we played with or our colleagues. And so they do some of the serving and making themselves available as well to the youth.
So it's not basketball.
It's not just basketball. Sports development is a major component of what we're doing, and technology, community, and mental health literacy and literacy in general. So in the education system, we in Arizona did the high school level, and so that entailed moving ACT and SAT scores. I create curriculum. So with the curriculum, that is to provide an experience that of life skills that you wouldn't otherwise get in a formal education.
So these graphs show your success.
Yeah,
You've been at it for a
the
while.
data and analytics, absolutely.
Right.
And there were three schools you were working with primarily?
Yes, that
in
one was
Arizona?
3, yes.
And what grade level students?
7 through 12.
Okay. And Ray, you had a basketball camp in your past, I think a few different times working
Right.
with. A lot of kids in that age want to be, if they hear the word basketball as part of a camp or training, they think there's a chance they'll get some help to become a better basketball player and make a career out of it.
Correct, right. Which is not always the easiest thing, but I think when you can develop the person, we want to bring more substance than just a basketball experience. When we touch on this basketball or sports platform, we want to make sure that we can give them opportunity to understand who they are, what their gifts are, what their talents are, so they can be more than just an athlete. Everybody can't be an athlete, but you can be a pro person. So I think a better person makes you a better student, makes you a better athlete or businessman. So we want to touch deeper to the root of some of the things that we got a chance to experience growing up as former athletes, but also as entrepreneurs and professionals. So.
Well, you're working with students and the teachers at Paragon.
Yes.
Is the program, are you going to make Train Up a Champion available to people outside of Paragon?
Absolutely. So that is our home base, primarily in the education system. We are not limited to Paragon, which they have welcomed us with open arms, and we're so excited about that for the data and analytics of K through 8, but also some of the community collaboratives that we've done so far with some local churches, just different councils of the marital ministry, and just anybody in the community that is looking to enhance the community and to create awareness of different things to do to keep youth in a positive manner, to reduce crime, and to provide jobs and things like that. So that's we're not just limited to that contract.
Do you have a secret sauce that you've been using that has given you the kind of results in Arizona? Like what is the tricks to your techniques?
I think just like from when I played, it's hard work and it's determination and it's a passion for people. And so I didn't matriculate through education in a traditional manner. It was more from a business acumen and a family background of educators and just wanting to see change, like Ray said, from our childhood experiences. And so that's when you care, that means a lot. And so you start to see change happen.
I say love.
Yeah.
You got to love people and relationships. You got to be passionate about those things and seeing you change and being an example, not lip service. Having great leadership. I think everybody knows different leadership styles, but when you can really walk that walk and people can see that, I think people follow you, and they have to follow you for the right leadership and the right, responsibilities and how you conduct yourself from your workplace, from your home place to your professional workplace. So I think that's very important for us.
And that's what Paragon was willing to allow us to do, is to just utilize their framework and to influence and enhance what their phenomenal teachers are already doing there, but to bring the culture to another level as well.
And I want to touch on, we're hoping that we'll be able to reach National Heritage Academy, which they have 87 schools through Paragon. So we're hoping to tap all 87 schools plus JPS as well.
Yes.
Now, I would say your background in your history, you've got a lot to draw from.
Yes.
That I'm sure you're able to use in your teachings.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
The students, I think,
good.
they probably got a good chance to. So, for example, in the schools in Arizona, I'm pretty sure each one of those students can attest that you would never see the team that we had. And it wasn't just us. Our team was very strong of our colleagues come to a charter and be able to facilitate what we did and to meet A-list actresses through the Skype and things, just different things that were very creative that you just wouldn't see happen on an everyday basis.
Right.
A-list actresses.
Yes, my sister is an actress. Her name is Amherst Davidson.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Right. So we're able to bring guys that they've seen from the NBA,
Yep.
coaching the NBA,
Coaches,
like Phil
they
Haney
give
from
their
Toronto
time.
Raptors. They just won a championship, so congratulations, Phil, for that. But just making guys tangible where they can talk about their working experiences, and even for our colleagues that worked at the charter school where they developed and grown as teachers or administration, where we were able to enhance them feeling where they were special and felt wanted and important to the program. So I think that was really good to not just impact the students, but also our colleagues as well.
Well, great to catch up with you guys. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you
Yes,
so
thank
much
you so
for
much
having
for having
us.
us. Thank
Yeah,
you.
good luck at Paragon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With Train Up a Champion Leadership Program, Angela and Ray Weathers. Stay tuned. We'll be celebrating birthday.